back on the AT, picking up where I left off in May and in Roan Mountain, Tennessee at 19E. And I'm here with my friend Debbie that I met in Shenandoah National Park a couple years ago. So we're out for a week and hoping we have a great hike. So hiking up the trail, I came across this. I'm not quite sure what it's here for, but sitting on the post is a skeleton of a small animal. Cool. Making my way up the trail to the first view of the day. There's meadows on either side of the trail. Turn this way. This is the view behind me. Fall is starting to show its face here, but the leaves haven't peaked yet. But it's gotten a lot colder, so maybe during the course of the week we'll see more color. And maybe once we get to a little bit higher elevation also. Here's some more views. Trail goes up that hill. And then I turn 180 degrees and I have a view of the Roan Highlands. I was mistaken. The trail does not go up that hill. It curves around over here to the right. Let's see the white blaze. Lunch spot at Jones Falls.
So what hostel do you guys stay at?
If they have any on the train, not that much. This is day 2 of our hike. Spent most of the morning in the woods in the Green Tunnel, and this is our first view of the day. This is Big Hump and Little Hump, and I actually hiked over top of those mountains in May. This is Laurel Fork. Nice little stream.
right near the water, but
yeah.
man, is
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
Look at that. You see the water.
This is so pretty. We're stopping at Hardcore Cascades for lunch. Nice little stream. This is the Moreland Gap Shelter area. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
Deb's getting ready to make her dinner. There's her tent. And my tent is right there. Time for dinner. Good morning. This is day 3 of my hike, and this section is mostly a walk in the woods. It's been really pretty though. Yesterday we were in the rhododendrons most of the day, and that's so pretty. And there was a lot of cascading waterfalls and little streams. And so far this morning, it's just a walk in the woods with a few views here and there. This is what the trail looks like this morning. You can hardly see it with all the leaf cover. And the leaves really aren't changing too much yet here. They're dropping to the ground, but I don't think they've reached their peak yet. Of some of the Roan highlands. I hiked all these mountains last spring. to Laurel Falls. We're inside the Laurel Fork Gorge. It's way up there. Steps towards Laurel Falls, which are over here, and this is going to be our lunch spot for today. First view of Waltoga Lake, guys. Today is day 4 of my hike. Got on the trail about 7:45 this morning. It was cold, but we had a beautiful sight right along the river. And we had started the day with a about a 3 to 4 mile uphill climb. And now we're climbing downhill, heading towards Waltoga Dam, which is a beautiful lake. And we're going to be staying at Boots Off Hostel today, so we can take showers and just relax, do some laundry, resupply our food. So we're looking forward to that. Here's the trail so far. Here's the trail. It's all downhill now from here to the dam. We arrived at Boots Off Hostel and Campground. We have arrived. Steep climb up to the hostel. Deb and I arrived at Boots Off Hostel around lunchtime, and I'm going to give you a little tour of this place. It's really cool. They have a lot of murals painted. So you come in, this is the beginning of where you come in. Down here, they have some little cabins that you can, private cabins you can rent. They have a twin bed and a bunk bed in there. Then you walk down this way. They have all kinds of artwork around. That is cool. You can grab a book in the library. They rent kayaks because you're near Waltoga Dam. They have some campsites down that path and a nice fire ring, and they have decks out here where you can sit. And then in here is where you check in. This is the eating area. They give you a continental breakfast in the morning. They have microwaves. And here's the store. Come out this door. And these are the showers. In here, you could take a shower with a really good-looking guy. I'm doing a video.
Oh, are you?
Here's an Affinity in her borrowed clothes while laundry's being done. And then around this side is another shower. And if you would like to shower with a female, you can. And they have this bucket, and that's the shower head. So that was a nice hot shower. And then go up this way. And the hostel that we're staying in is up this way. They have more books if you want to borrow a book and read. This is the hostel. It's all decorated for fall. So if you go in here, it has a barn door. And this is the hostel. There's bunks in here, nice brightly colored. This is my bunk, and each bunk has a nice little mattress, and you get your own light with your charging. It was really nice. So glad we stopped here. And then tonight at 6 o'clock they'll run us into town for something to eat and resupply. A wonderful stay at Boots Off Hostel. Couldn't say enough good things about it. And we got an early start at 7:30 this morning, and we were at Waltoga Lake first off. Follows around the lake. It's pretty. The sun's getting ready to rise. All the way around the lake, and this is the dam right here. Getting ready to cross the dam. This is what it looks like on the other side. Straight down there. And then cross over here. Lake. Cloudy day today. We're supposed to be getting some rain later. That's where we were yesterday. Somebody out fishing this morning. It's been raining a good part of the morning, but we have a little break in it right now. And it's kind of cool because you can see the clouds hanging over the mountains. Have a little bit to go to the shelter, and that'll be it for the day. This is the view behind the shelter. You can see part of the lake out there. It's day 6 of my hike, or I should say our hike, and we were up early this morning and started hiking in the dark. We have a little over 11 miles to cover today, and it rained all night last night, so I'm glad we were able to stay in the shelter. And there were 2 southbound through hikers that came through that spent the night with us. So, yeah, we were up early and got on the trail. A little hard. It was very foggy, so it was hard to see the trail even with your headlamp with all the fog, but it's starting to lift now, even though there's really no good views. But I'm walking in the woods again on a ridge line. So this is what the trail looks like. Covered with leaves. Sun's starting to poke through a little bit. Mountains are out that way. Maybe in a few minutes I'll have more views. This is the Nick Grinstaff Monument in honor of a hermit that lived in the area many years ago. We're just finishing up our 11-mile day at Tennessee 91. And what do we come across but trail magic. Woohoo! Which is always a special treat.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm Penny.
Hi, Penny.
This
I'm
is
Marlene,
great.
The trail angel.
Marlene, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
morning. Today is the last day of my hike, and I have about 6 miles to do before I reach the end. Unfortunately, my friend Infinity wasn't able to finish the trail with me. She was having some foot problems, but it was so great to be able to hike with her for a whole week. Thank you, Infinity. And she gave me a trail name. So my trail name now is Kaleidoscope because of my colorful pack that you can see back there. So getting ready to enter a meadow area. It's a little foggy out this morning, so we'll see how the day goes. Coming up to another iconic spot on the AT where you see lots of pictures, and that's that barn up there. And it looks like I'm gonna have a cow visiting me. Cool that the trail passes right through a pasture, cows grazing. A little bit chilly this morning. All the southbounders are heading this way as I head north. Back in through the woods. Done my little meadow hike, and back into the woods I go. I'm approaching Double Spring Shelter, and this is the beginning of the bear closure. There's been some aggressive bears from here to Damascus, Virginia, and they have all the shelters pretty much closed down there, have a no camping ban. So unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to get to Damascus this trip, but I have to cut it short. I'll be getting off in Low Gap because of the bear situation. I'm stopping here for a break. The sun finally came out, and I have about 2.7 miles left of my hike. I really hate to see it come to an end. I really enjoyed being out here again. I'm not going to have any more views today. I can see a little bit through the trees, but there's still too many leaves blocking the view. There's some mountains out that way, but you can't really see them. Finally opened up a little bit, and I'm getting a little bit of a view. You can see how the leaves are really changing. They've changed a lot in the last week. And far off in the distance, you can see White Top Mountain back there. bear scat, but I haven't found any bears yet. Well, I'm at the end of my hike. I hiked over a little bit over 60 miles this week, so it was a good trip. The weather was pretty good. We only had rain one night, well, a little bit in the day, but really just one night. So I only have 11.4 miles to get to the Virginia border. Unfortunately, that will have to wait until the springtime. This is Kaleidoscope, over and out.